What did the White House give you to prepare for today's hearing?
There were a number of meetings with the White House counsel's office.
Did they give you any written materials to read?
There were some written materials.
Tell me, what were those?
There were materials that were already in the record, questions and answers from prior hearings.
So they gave you a list of questions and answers from prior hearings?
An overview, I would say.
Yeah. How many questions and answers did they give you?
I'm not sure, Senator. Sitting here, I'm not sure exactly how many questions.
Was it more than 10?
Yes.
More than 50?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And whose questions were they?
They were Senator's questions.
Which ones?
There were some of your questions, Senator.
Were there?
But I also watched many hearings, and so I'm.
That's a tribute to you, Senator.
I'm smiling.
Everybody would know exactly who she was, could look her up. I mean, this was an attempt to put her squarely into the media spotlight nationally, right?
Senator, thank you for the question. I respectfully disagree that
would have reporters, no doubt, in her front lawn, would have people following her around with cameras everywhere. Her family's sitting here today. They've already been through hell. Your motion was an attempt to put them through further hell in order to defend your client, right?
Senator, I was an advocate for the school.
I understand that, but as advocates, I have been too. And as advocates, we make decisions, but we're responsible for those decisions. You made a decision here. You made a decision to try to strip a young girl of her anonymity, and you effectively succeeded because you bullied her into it. So she, unwilling to be intimidated by you, went forward and revealed her own name, which took, by the way, tremendous courage, and I'd just like to honor her for her courage in doing that. But you put her to that choice. You did. That was your choice. So that's fine. You made the choice, but now you're accountable for it. So let's have some accountability here. You deliberately did this in a way that would put her at risk, and that was your intent. Have you read the letter that she submitted to this committee?
I have.
No, you didn't. You filed a motion that specifically sought to strip her anonymity. I have it right here. I've read it, and I've read your reasons for doing so. The school didn't like the time that the parents and Chessie filed their lawsuit. You complain that counsel filed the complaints minute before the clerk of the court's office closed on June 1st, 2016. Well, I'm sorry for you, but I don't understand why your inconvenience about the time should mean that this young woman should have to surrender her anonymity and have.
From trying the case in the media was compatible with her desire to proceed with privacy and anonymity.
I don't understand what you're saying. You filed a motion that sought to strip her anonymity. You told the court that it should happen because you didn't like the time at which her counsel filed their complaint because it put your school at an inconvenience. They had to answer reporter questions, you said. Frankly, that seems to me like a small burden to bear after what Chessie went through. So you made the decision. You forced her to come forward. She was brave and did it, and now you're accountable for that. And quite frankly, I'm astounded you've been nominated. I can't believe we're sitting here having this conversation today. And I, for one, will not support your nomination for these reasons.